So I'm learning a lot about how many 12-year-olds there are who watch these videos. Which, like, how do you guys put up with the sheer overindulgent vocabulary in these scripts? Do you even know what overindulgent means? Whatever, I'm back to talk more about Kingdom Hearts, and why you shouldn't make the mistake I did, which was waiting until my late teens to actually play the doggone things. Yeah, all this talk about how much I love Kingdom Hearts, and how long it's taken me to feature the franchise on the channel, and unlike most people who talk about it on YouTube, I can't even boast that I played it as a kid. That's not to say I don't have any KH-related childhood memories, but you'll see. I definitely can't relate to most KH YouTubers I myself have watched, most of them being folks my age or slightly older, with stories of playing the original back in 2002 and getting immediately swept up into the odd, idiosyncratic wonder of the franchise. Wait, do you know what idiosyncratic means? Never mind. Please don't laugh at me when I say this, but my childhood association of Kingdom Hearts circa the release of the first game aren't of enchantment, but of fear. The most nostalgic Kingdom Hearts memory that I have is this.
This could be quite the place.
Full of wholesome, happy faces.
Hanging out.
Feeling tired where everyone's a friend of mine.
Okay, I gotta clarify. I had a VHS copy of the House of Mouse Halloween special, House of Villains. In fact, I'm pretty sure I still had that VHS in my house until super recently. Being a big fan of this show, a big Disney crossover game should have been something that I hopped right on top of, but one of the previews on this tape was for the original Kingdom Hearts. And I don't know what it is about this that terrified me so much, but 7-year-old me developed an almost immediate aversion to this aesthetic, this presentation of the Disney characters, just the whole thing. Seeing this trailer is the reason I never played Kingdom Hearts for years. The reason I would get kind of tetchy and dismissive on the rare occasion that friends from school would bring it up. My primary interaction with KH for a long stretch of my life came from a little YouTube channel called Hellfire Comms. I remember watching the playthroughs of Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 with commentary by ntom64 and the Hell Dragon almost daily, all throughout high school, and feeling the ache to play the series but being held back even at that young age both by a desire to not spend money and a general lack of confidence in my gaming skills. Apologies if either of those guys watches this video and feels old or something, by the way, I can't help it. But thinking on it, those videos led me down a rabbit hole of online media that basically inspired me to make this channel 8 years ago. Meaning that after a fashion or several, you have Kingdom Hearts to thank for me talking to you now. Watching those videos got me invested in the franchise, but not to the point that I could overcome that primal, childish instinct of not wanting to engage with it directly. I would actually come across a copy of the original Chain of Memories for the GBA, only to quickly decide that I had no idea what was going on or what I was doing, and then never pick it up again. I would express interest in the franchise when my dad and I would pass the local GameStop, to the point that my dad would offer to buy me Kingdom Hearts 2, only for me to ask that he not do that with incredibly flimsy, child-brained reasoning as to why. Granted, at that point my distrust in my abilities as a gamer had definitely superseded any thoughts that I had of the franchise as something scary, and I also definitely didn't think that I would be able to follow the story without the filter of someone else's commentary over it. In retrospect, it feels pretty silly. These were still games primarily for younger audiences that allowed you to toggle the difficulty settings, but you gotta understand that as a kid, I had almost zero ability to complete any given video game. I don't know if I didn't have the attention span or the patience for it, or really just sucked that bad at playing, but I don't think any version of me younger than 14 could have ever finished a Kingdom Hearts. How fitting then that the first Kingdom Hearts game I ever played to completion was Dream Drop Distance in 2012, which is now one of the more maligned main entries in the franchise, and often cited as the exact point where the story got too complicated even for its own fans. I suppose if I have a point in saying all of this, it's just in underlining the inexorable oddness of it all. The way that I feel my childhood was shaped by both a presence and absence of this franchise, and how it's become kind of this yardstick for who I am as a person and consumer of media. That I've grown into this person with this earnest, eager love for a childish thing which only existed on the peripheries of my own youth. It makes me wonder what game or movie franchise or TV show or other media thing is happening right now that might become a favorite of mine in 4 or 5 years' time. If nothing else, I guess it's practical to establish my personal background with these games if I'm gonna keep talking about them. So here's hoping you found it remotely interesting. Let me know what other Kingdom Hearts related topics you'd like to see me talk about. And hey, if you feel like it, why don't you talk about some quote-unquote childhood blank spots that you have in franchises that you currently love? Like and subscribe for more like this, and I'll see you in the future.